It's your boy Big Hundeezy. So, hey man, I can't lie, 2K23 is looking lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the parts look lit. You know what I'm saying? The gameplay looks lit. Everybody's having fun. I can't discredit them this year. 2K looked like they did their thing this year with this one. You know what I'm saying? If you hate the game so far, just adapt, my boy. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing with y'all, man. But if y'all know me, man, I don't like to start off with guard builds in the beginning of the year. I like to observe and see what's effective and not effective. So y'all know I'm always starting off with a center build. And if you like dribbling center builds that can score and do a little bit of everything, my boy, you're in the right place. So this year I'm going to start off with a 6'8" power forward center build. And I'm going to explain why I believe this build is going to be a good build throughout the year. Now, of course, you want to make this build 6'8". And for the weight, I went 217. Now, the reason I went 217 is because logically, you're an undersized center. You're 6'8". It doesn't matter if you're playing 2s, 3s, whatever. You're playing undersized. If you go up against a 7'3", 7'2", whatever, you're going to be undersized. I don't care if you try to add more weight to it, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So I went lower weight to get an advantage on offense. So I went 217. Now, the reason I went 217 is so I can get that 82 strength cap off so I can be able to get the bully badge on silver. And you want to go max wingspan, and of course body shape is preference. I went defined, you can choose whatever. So as you can see, I only have 11 finishing badges. This year they made it very difficult to be prolific at multiple categories. If you're great in one category, 9 out of 10 you're going to have to sacrifice tremendously in another category. So I tried to make this build as balanced as possible. This build is really a stretch build that has dribbling abilities, so you don't really need to be dominant in the finishing area. You just need to be able to finish. So I went with a 74 driving layup and an 80 driving dunk. And as you can see, my badges, I have decent badges, some gold and some silver badges, and a few bronze badges. And as you can see as well, they added this new tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And what that is you need to have 15 badge points to activate your tier 3, at least 15 to activate your tier 3. And for my shooting, I went with a 76 midi. Now, you don't have to go that high in midi. I know a lot of people use a 70 mid range. I mean, a lot of people don't shoot midis at all, but if y'all see me play, I shoot everything. Threes, midis, it don't matter. But I went with a 76 mid range and an 83 3 ball, mostly because I wanted to be able to utilize 2 of my tier 3 badges. And as I said before, you need at least 15 to activate 1 tier 3 badge. So I wanted to activate 2, so I went with 20 badge points on the shooting category. Now for my playmaking, I went with a 71 pass accuracy. You're gonna need some type of pass accuracy, so I went 71. I don't think you should go any lower than that. And for it, I went with an 85 ball control. Now some people might say that's a little bit too high. Why do you need that? Because most of the elite guard dribble moves are 90 plus ball handle. Where I went with an 85 just so I can get quick first step on goal, because I feel like that is going to be a big factor and having a disadvantage against taller centers. Now, for the defensive stats, y'all see I went with an 81 interior, a 80 perimeter defense, and a 78 stealing. Now, I could have went higher on my stealing, but a 78 was just enough to get interceptor on silver, and I went with an 83 blocking, a 60 offensive rebound. Now, the reason why I went so low on my offensive rebound, because I feel like offensive rebounds are 50-50. Like, a guard with no rebounding can get an offensive rebound. That's not something that's guaranteed. So I don't really go high on my offensive rebound. I never have in any year. So I went low this year again, but I also went 99 on my defensive rebound. Gotta have some defensive rebound. But the offensive rebound, I don't feel like it's really a big factor unless you're like an inside center. But I'm not. So I went with I maxed out my physicals. Now, you want to make sure you have an 82 strength. That is important if you want the bully badge on silver. If you don't care for the bully badge, then don't worry about it. You can drop your strength, whatever. I wouldn't suggest going no lower than 76 or 75. But again, that's preference. So for my takeovers, my primary takeover, I went with paint intimidation because I'm an undersized center. So of course I'm going to need a takeover badge that helps me in the paint. And for my secondary takeover, I went with spot up precision. Now again, this is not a true center build. This year, you're not going to be able to make a build that can do everything and be efficient at everything. You're going to have to pick your poison. But again, me personally, this build is good enough for me. I'm going with the defensive stats and the offensive stats. I will be able to hold my own. I mean, if you got any type of decent skill, you're going to be amazing on this build. I feel like this build is a great build. Might be even a little overpowered if you ask me. because you're literally going to be destroying any 7-3 center that has to guard you. But if you made this build and you like it, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the build. And if you like the video, make sure y'all drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn them notifications on. It's your boy Hundo, and y'all stay blessed.